welcome to the first episode of ANNANIKI'S Kitchen. For this episode, I already knew what I wanted to do because many of my friends have been asking me to do this. I haven't done this in quite a long time. Not every Italian household takes the time to make fresh pasta all the time. Actually, I don't personally know anybody in Italy that makes their own pasta, just to eat like that. But definitely I've done it, as an Italian child in field trips. My grandma has occasionally done it, and I just thought that I would do it for this video. All we need is all-purpose flour, some eggs, some salt, and olive oil. Let's get started. Okay, so we're putting on our flour. Don't be so neat with it because you want it to be a little mountain, una piccola montagna. I'm going to create a little hole in the middle, and I'm going to crack my eggs inside. This is 2. We're going to just put some salt in it. About a tablespoon of olive oil. This step, honestly, we could skip if you were doing it with a machine, but I am going to make my pasta by hand. So we're just going to mix this baby up. So at this point, I'm starting to see that it is getting dense. Oops. So I'm going to start mixing it up with my hands. Throughout the whole process, we're going to keep adding more and more flour because it's just going to be very sticky and we don't want it to stick, just in order to work it a little bit better. So now that we see it take a little bit of shape like this, we're going to start working it with the palms of our hands. I'm going to start pressing down with the palms. My advice is don't be lazy with this part of it because this is really going to make or break our pasta. So just play with it, at least for a good 10 minutes, 15 minutes, even if you have the patience. Okay, so we have a beautiful fagottino. Look how it's much harder. I'm really pressing down. So here we go. We're just going to put it in this plastic wrap to rest for like half an hour, around a half an hour, 20 minutes. I'm gonna take this time to clean up a little bit. We're back. So my baby over here has been resting. Let's see. Oh wait, they're not gonna catch me again. Pour that flour, pour it. Be generous with it. We want it all over the place, especially because now it's gonna get real. It's going to get very real. Should have a different consistency. You see how now it doesn't bounce back? If it does not bounce back, we got it, folks. So we're gonna put this baby down. We're gonna put some flour on it. Oh wait, I'm going to get my roller over here. I'm going to put some flour on the roller as well. We're going to start rolling this baby. Our goal right now, I'm going to take off my ring so that it doesn't make that much sound. So our goal right now is to get it round, and the best way to truly get it round at the beginning, I'm sorry, this sound is horrible. To get it round and nice at the beginning, we have to keep turning it. There's no other way. See, now if we hadn't put the olive oil in, this would be a much harder thing to do, but instead it's nice and soft. If you have a baby in the house, well, not a baby, but a kid, you can just cut a little piece of this, give it to them. It's Play-Doh. We want to have the thinnest possible dough. So what we're gonna do, this is a nice trick. So we're going to fold this part, and be very careful. This is a very delicate dough that we're working with right now. You're gonna put it up here, roll it up, and then you're going to just whoop, push, and then with the palms of your hands again, you're just gonna roll, 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 roll. It's honestly just easier to show you than to tell you. Sticking a little bit to the bottom there. Let me recuperate. This is a perfect example of what I told you not to do. You gotta keep adding flour so it doesn't stick. But honestly, if you have a like a big chopping board, that would be perfect. I live in New York City. My kitchen space is very, very limited. So honestly, this is even impressive that I'm able to find the space to do this on. A wooden board would be perfect. It wouldn't stick so much like it is sticking for me. So again, we just keep rolling it up, and then with the palms of our hands, we just roll, roll, roll. Oh my goodness, was this here the whole time? You can just tell where it needs a little bit more love. Since it's starting to thin significantly, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna then push and roll even more here. I'm gonna try to roll it all the way. Okay, so I think we got a pretty good consistency here. I don't want to make it too thin. This is what we're working with. I mean, it's quite thin, you see? Ah, that's so satisfying. But yeah, so I don't want to make it extremely, extremely thin, just because I don't want to have any problems when we're cutting it. So I'm just going to cover it up for at least like 20 minutes. We are taking this off. I'm going to teach you in this video not only how to make pasta, but how to store it. So if you're just following step by step, I want you to turn on your oven to 360 right now and just leave it there, and I'll tell you later. We're going to start folding this side till the middle, and then folding this side till the middle. I'm going to cut off this end and then this end for aesthetic purposes. I just want them to be, it's okay. We don't have to throw this away. I'll show you. In Italy, we don't throw anything away. We're just going to start our tagliatelle. And to be honest, at this point, feel free to just do whatever you want. So you can do them thicker, you can do them thinner, whatever you like. Whatever is your thing. I like to go like in between. I'll start here actually so you can see. So I'll just measure it with my finger just so that I know what's going on. I'm just going to undo them. Here we go. This is literally the most horrible surface. You won't have this many problems, I promise you. Here we go. What do we think? Our tagliatelle. We have our pasta all here. Now, I want you to turn off the oven. We're going to put this in the oven, but we are going to put a spatula where the door of the oven closes so that we just have, you know, oxygen coming through. And we are going to dry these up so that you don't have to necessarily eat them the day of, but you can store them up until, like, I don't know, a month, 2 months, whatever. So they're in here, and I'm going to put it just like this, you see? So we have oxygen coming through. So now remember these pieces of pasta that we had discarded? So what we're gonna do is we're just going to chop them up in very, very tiny pieces. And we're gonna store them because these are perfect to go in a homemade soup, in a minestrone. There you go. If you have a kid, these are literally perfect. So we don't throw them away. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you would like to see. And I was definitely a little bit rusty, but I hope that it was easy to follow along. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!